Coming up tonight on the Super 16 Sports Final, Old Forest trying to win a district championship, but Lackawanna Trail standing in their way. Plus, Milton Area opening a new stadium, but the Seals having something to say about that in the district playoffs. Plus, Scranton with the #1 seed in their district playoffs, but can they justify that tonight with a big win? All that and more coming up tonight on the Super 16 Sports Final.
The Super 16 Sports Final.
Yes, the lights are on another edition of the Super 16 Sports Final. It's a playoff edition here in Week 11, and you need some playoff experience, so we bring in the veteran, Steve Lloyd, filling in.
Thanks, Ron. That's right. Landon not here tonight, a little under the weather. We hope Landon is feeling soon and very well. The show must go on, and boy, do we have some amazing highlights to show you. Let's take a look at the Super 16 Sports Final.
Speaking of amazing, Steve, these two teams certainly amazing. Selinsgrove on the road at Milton Area. Milton Area playing in its first playoff game at its new stadium. Selinsgrove trying to spoil the party and win its 5th straight game and advance in the district playoffs. The Seals made it to the championship game last season, but ended up losing to Jersey Shore. But first up, they got to find a way to take out Milton. First quarter, Mark Pastore. The pass to Gavin Bastian, and he's forced out of bounds at the 12-yard line. This will for a field goal to make it 3-0 Seals. Second quarter, it's still 3-0 Pastore. The handoff to Tucker Teets, and he does the rest of the work on the outside, tearing it up for 30 yards for the first down. Later in the drive, Pastore, this time to Teets. How about the other side? A 9-yard touchdown to make it 10-0 Seals. So Milton trying to strike back. Kale Bastian up top, take it to him, but the Selinsgrove defense had other ideas. The pass is intercepted by Ethan Miller. In the second quarter now, Pastore hands it off. You guessed it, Teets hit him with the spin move for the first down, racking up yards, and then on 4th and inches, not an issue. Seals up the middle, Pastore keeping it himself to make it 17-0. Third quarter now, Pastore this time. Oh, look at the catch here from Bastian to make it 23-0. Selinsgrove with a dominating 30-0 win to spoil the party at Milton Area. We stay in District 4 with Hughesville heading over to face Bloomsburg. This was a defensive game from the start, a couple first downs. And here's a field goal from Josh Heine to make it 3-0. Quite a few sacks in this game as well. There's that field goal. Hughesville's Aiden Barlett with an early sack as well right here. In a defensive game, Hughesville ends up winning this one 12-3.
Well, North Pocono with a tough matchup with the Dogs in this District 2 Class 4A quarterfinal. Both teams looking to get back to 500. Who would prevail in this football game? Down to the dog pound we go. Coach Dolan at North Pocono telling me Berwick with some of the best talent in the district. And the Trojans start off the game by not fielding the opening kickoff. Dogs would recover this one at the 2. They were penalized. They would move back, but that didn't stop them. Here with the quarterback keeper, Matt Longzicki goes in for the touchdown and the 7-0 lead. Then the next special teams play for North Pocono. Worse, long snap and under the hands of the punter, it rolls to the 2, and that's where Berwick takes over. After a penalty, that doesn't stop the Dogs. Lazinski hits Rowan Slabinski on the out, and just like that, it's 14-zip. Trojans, though, get it going in the second quarter. Here the screen to Michael Blaine. Good for some yardage and into Berwick territory, but this drive stopped when Noah West throws the interception into the hands of Spencer Kishbaugh. The Dogs win it. They double up North Pocono. Final score 28-14. Up next, the Green Dragons and the 5th-ranked Lancers. Lewisburg trying for the upset on the road. LANCCECECERS. Lancers, yes. But here comes Wade Young. Watch him, 23 yards in for the score, and Lewisburg up 7-zip. But don't count out Loyalsock, because they got Davion Hill, the basketball player from St. John Newman. Whoa, look at those moves. 31 yards in for the score. He's also a phenomenal basketball player. That ties the game at 7. Special teams snafu. Lewisburg with a bad snap. It would roll back near the end zone. Loyalsock would tackle him there. It would go in for a safety, and Loyalsock wins it 48-23. The Vikings and the Bucks in the District 2 2A semis. The throwing of Riverside against Dunmore's running game. Who would prevail? 10-7 Bucks in the second quarter. Chase to Donio. Riverside throws it up, intercepted by Jackson Harding. Then the Bucks punting. Casey O'Brien here would block the punt. Seamus Connor would recover. A nice play there. And then here the big play on offense for Dunmore. Quarterback Thomas Bowen up top to Lorenzo Mitchell. 75 yards for this one. He is gone, and they lead it 17-7. But don't count out the Vikings. Chase to Donio here, the fake, and the keeper off the right side to make it 17-14. Dunmore would run out the clock. Ruggiero goes over 1,000. Final score, Dunmore 17, Riverside 14.
The District 11 Class 6A semifinals had Whitehall hitting the road to play Pleasant Valley, and the Bears trying to add to that 7-3 record with the win. First quarter, no score. The pitch to Pleasant Valley's Mario Madillo, and he goes 23 yards for the first down. That's how you rack them up. But after a turnover, Whitehall's Nigel Linton is like, I'll take it from here. The 3-yard score to make it 7-0 Whitehall. Later in the first, 13-0 Whitehall. Pleasant Valley with the pitch. Jared Moore upended, loses the football, and Whitehall recovers. That sets up Nigel Linton from 25 yards out. Oh, he leaps over a defender, and he's still going, takes it in for the touchdown to make it 20-0 Whitehall. Later in the first, Whitehall's Trey Dog Mantis to Braden Bashore, who dives for the pylon, 13-yard touchdown. Whitehall wins in commanding fashion, 49-14. Well, the Scranton Knights are doing what they do best, throw the football, but when they started to run the football, things weren't as good. But they turned around and ended their 3-game losing streak, one of those losses to Abington Heights. So now Scranton hungry for revenge in the postseason. What a great time for revenge to show the reason why they're that #1 seed. First play of the game, Abington with the ball in the first play of the game. Sean Theodore throw it deep, but the Scranton defense says, you draw it up. We shut it down with the interception. Ethan Grodak for Western gets the interception. And Scranton, oh, look what happens here. Looks like they sets up a field goal. Abington Heights is off the mark, though. And Scranton ends up winning this one in dominating fashion, 42-7.
The Warriors of Delaware Valley dropping down to 5A, having to make the long trip to Pittston for the District 2 semifinal matchup. Here, Tyler Bird hands off to Paulie Wenrook, and look at him go. Number 2 takes it all the way in for the touchdown. It's quickly 7-0 Delaware Valley. Then Logan Olsemer here, the quarterback's son, would keep it off that left side and go in for the touchdown. 14-0 Warriors with the lead. Again, it's Paulie Wenrook here off the left side to make it 21-0, and then one more for Logan Olsemer, making Keith, his dad, real happy here up top to Bradley Coe. Makes it 28-0 at the half, and Delaware Valley blanks Pittston Area. Final score, 41-0.